Grant, you've been crunching the numbers on the post-COVID lockdown environment and have proposed a number of fiscal measures to stimulate economic growth. Are you running the spreadsheet on Microsoft Excel or Apple numbers?
That's right. Look, we thought we'd run it off Microsoft. It's actually pretty good to use. You just got to remember that those tabs and how you get them going. But I thought you were going to refer to the massive size of my package, Jeremy. That's been your obsession for some weeks.
Look, I'm pretty impressed with the size of your package, to be honest. I mean, that is a huge package you're running at the moment.
It was interesting. The size of my package reached The Guardian in the UK. That's the amount of global interest in my package.
Wow. It's a pretty big package. I mean, are you still running a Casio FX82 calculator that you're crunching the numbers with?
Yeah, the main use I make for that is when I turn it upside down and it makes words and sentences.
Oh, you're like boobless.
FX82, yeah, that's its best purpose, I find, anyway. Yeah.
Grant Robertson, Finance Minister, who do you borrow the money from? Are you on the phone to the bank? Who is it?
Yeah, you'll be pleased to know it's not kind of us ringing up, instant finance to see if we can
save my bacon
off the back of the loan truck. So no, for anyone who's truly interested in the answer to that question, Matt, it is on what's called the bond market. So New Zealand issues a series of what are called government bonds, and that we did one of those yesterday, and there were still people out there in the financial markets around the world who were buying up New Zealand's bonds. That's because we're regarded as a good credit risk. So it's kind of like the opposite of you, Matt. So when you go out and try and get money, people look at your credit record and go, no, you still owe Grant Robertson $200, so we're not going to lend you money. Whereas when New Zealand goes out into the world, we've got good credit record, and so people are pretty...
He's never going to let that go, Grant Robertson.
Look, I understand
fair enough too. You owe him $200.
Well, I dispute that. And look, I'm going to say, of course, going back in the day, Grant Robertson, the Finance Minister, did manage my band Kid Eternity, and there is a dispute around $200. But that doesn't affect my credit rating, because whilst you are important, arguably the most important person in finance in the country at the moment, no one's ringing you up to check on my credit record, and I'm glad of that, because I'm running a decent-sized mortgage.
This is true. I think you possibly could blame the other band members, one in particular, who decided to cancel our North Island tour 2 weeks before we were leaving on it. So that's good.
Yeah, okay. And that's the kind of figures you used to be dealing in, $200.
Look, these are the important issues that we need to be dealing with right now. Your band and what happened in Kid Eternity in the 90s. I mean, I'm not sure it's important.
The Hauraki Breakfast with Matt and Jerry. Radio Hauraki, the station for great New Zealanders.